Good morning, everyone. Just sat in the van warming up the engine, so I thought I'd jump on quick. Anybody else suffering from the January blues? I'm not a fan of this time of year, and well, I started off the year pretty excited, motivated to sort of get things rolling on quite a few fronts, like try and get posting to YouTube on a regular basis, and make new products and try and get those online for our shop, try and get some more interest in our shop, things like that. I just sort of, I don't know. Last week I sort of came down with this flu bug, only for a day, but Christ, it hit me hard. And now I've just got a cough left over. But yeah, I don't know. Just last 24 hours, I've just lost my lost that enthusiasm. I don't know, weird, isn't it? So I'm just trying to get things back today. I'm sat in the van because she's an old girl, 1970s. When we got her, the guy that we bought her off said, "Oh, you just pull the choke out full, start her up, drive, and then as she gets warmer, just slowly nudge the choke in until there's no more choke." And that was fine when we first got it. It was fine for a little while, but then we went through a few running issues and ended up doing a few bits and pieces. And the main thing we did was replace the ignition from points and condenser to electronic ignition. And that now means that if you leave the choke out for any sort of longer time than a minute or two once you started, you seem to get a lot of, I think it's over fueling, where you like back popping and spluttering and all sorts of stuff. Sometimes it could be under fueling, I guess, but it just feels that way. And then you can't see it, but the smoke that's running, like the condensation that's running from the exhaust, that would normally be really black, and it leaves a black mark on the floor because the exhaust is like halfway through between the two wheels, and then it points down, and that left a black mark on the floor. So I was like, it's definitely rich. So now what you do is just start the van on a little bit of choke, and then just knock it off as quick as you can, sit in it, and sometimes keep it running with your foot. But generally, after a minute or two of being up with no choke, you just sit there and stabilise at no choke, and then you're absolutely fine. So that seems to be the way. Then it reduces a lot of that coughing and spluttering and having to go for that as you drive. So the headlamp switch packed up the other day, so we were doing some work at the office on Saturday, putting the new flooring down, which we spoke about in the last video, and yeah, just decided to one click down and no headlights. So that was great. Trying to get hold of an original one is very difficult, so I've got the feelers out for one, but in the meantime I had to get, luckily I had still got a lot of extra wire from the previous setup around the dashboard and a switch and stuff, so I've left that in. I left it all in at the time for the time being, and I was able to cut a piece of cut a piece of wire off, and then there was a sort of switch as well which used to control the fridge, the old three-way fridge, just a little flick switch. So I managed to jerry rig that, so I now can turn the side lights back on okay, but weirdly they tapped into the headlight switch for a little 12-volt supply. So yeah, still have to have that on to get it if I want a 12-volt in the front, like reverse camera and stuff. So it'll need properly sorting, but it just means at the moment we're all good to go in terms of all the lights work, because it meant that we had no side lights, no tail lights basically from that broken switch. I took the switch apart and it's very worn internally. I might be able to build up the contacts with solder, but it's not something I've really got time to do at the moment, although that's probably not true either. So it's just a case of getting it done so we could use it. So almost at the work, about to head back to work, or about to head off to work, and then tonight I think we'll probably stay locally at the canal. We've got to grab diesel because we're pretty much out. The last can is in the can on the front, so the two at the back are empty. So I'll probably plug it back in at work, give the batteries a little top up, and then we'll head over there. So yeah, just wanted to check in, trying to post these a bit more often. I hope you guys are having a better time at the moment, or if you're feeling the January blues, then sorry about that, but hopefully things will lift up for us all soon. And it's foggy weather and cold and damp doesn't help me either, but yeah, anyway, you all have a good day and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.